Hey everyone, we're here with Chef Eric and we're going to make a video and spec out the new shrimp risotto dish for the new menu. So it actually requires 2 saute pans online. The first one, just to save time, we've started sauteing shrimp. These are about 70% of the way cooked. So we're just going to deglaze it with a little wine and broth mixture. Okay. And while that's being deglazed in one pan, we're going to start the risotto, the spinach and the risotto in the other pan. So we'll start by adding a little bit of broth, chicken broth. And then to that is a portion of spinach, similar to what we use for catfish. And that'll cook down. Yep. So the shrimp, everything's deglazed and reduced in the shrimp pan. We're going to go ahead, that's all right, and add the citrus butter. Turn the heat off, just like we do for the shrimp and grits, so the citrus butter will be nice and creamy and smooth. If you leave the heat on, it's going to get all oily and separate. So you can see how that butter is just nicely melting into a creamy sauce. Getting all the little stickies off the bottom of the saute pan. So basically that shrimp is done. So we're going to hold that aside. Now we're going to concentrate on the spinach. We're just going to nicely wilt the spinach in the warm chicken broth. Okay, and then we're going to add the risotto. This is the hard cooked risotto. We're going to add more stock to it. Hello. And then we're going to rehydrate the risotto. Kind of break up the rice into the starch, release the starch, and that will turn creamy as well. So we don't want the heat on too high for this. We don't want to burn it. Let it do its thing. It's going to take a minute or two to start breaking down and get creamy. So if you need to add a little bit more splash, I'm sorry guys. A little bit splash of more stock to get it creamy. Okay. And then once we get it to the point where it's nice and creamy, it's warm, we're going to add some shaved Parmesan cheese into it, and that will help thicken it up a little bit, add a little bit more flavor to it. We want to cook that right into the risotto. Creamy now. It's all the stock is incorporated into the rice, so we can go ahead and play. Okay, so I'm going to spin around this way. We have our fish plate. We're going to just kind of tilt everything down the length of the plate, down the center, and that's going to be a nice bed for our shrimp to go on top. So we're going to take our pan of shrimp, and we're just going to lay them down in a straight row, straight across the top of the plate. And then any residual sauce in that pan, we want to make sure that hits the plate as well. All that nice citrus butter, that gets poured right over the top. That's beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to hit it on the back of the line with a little bit more shaved Parmesan as a garnish. And then on the front of the line, the Expo is going to have the microplane or grater with a little bit of fresh lemon zest to go on top to garnish. So there it is. Let's make these to spec and run it as often as you can for specials so that the new menu rollout is easy. Give myself or Chef Eric a call if you have any questions. Thank you.